Game on.
1 from 11 becomes 2 from 12.
100.
And we are level at 2 apiece.
Jelle Claesson was pretty impressive earlier on against Dave Pallett. He awaits the
60.
winner of this one, and Jelle's a man in form as well.
57.
Got the last day of action.
There he is, the man himself, Devon Peterson. He's calmed down and he's taken his... Socks, one sandal, one sock here.
94. Johnny
There's a little limp
72.
back. John Clayton, another 16.
Thornton snarling at the back of the stage behind Clayton's back.
32.
As Clayton squanders that
34.
opportunity at tops, and Thornton can pounce here. It's on his throw anyway, double
Game shot on the
17.
fit leg. Robert Thornton. Johnny to throw first.
Taken out very nicely
Game on.
indeed, and Thornton gets his nose back in front, but Clayton is fighting here, and he's fighting very, very hard indeed.
140.
And that's a good start to leg 6.
Yeah, we've got one Welshman in the final day of action already, Gerwyn Price, a winner earlier on today.
45.
He managed to see off Benito van der Pas, so he will face Michael Smith in the last 16 tomorrow. Johnny Clayton hoping to make it 2 Welshmen. Mort Webster couldn't get through his game earlier on against James
140.
Wade. A very accomplished display from James Wade.
A very James Wade performance by James Wade.
83.
Ticks all the James Wade boxes, certainly. Now then, Clayton's got a cushion here on his throat. 152 plus these.
59.
No trouble found there, though. And not on a finish yet either. But Thornton is adrift here, and he may well be throwing in the towel anyway.
There we go. That's we've not seen a bigger limp from Robert Thornton after that 26. He just have it yet. He didn't want another treble 20 there. We left him double 11.
105.
Sensible. That means that he'll come back looking at 17 to give him 2 darts at double top. Well, I mean, why not?
140.
180 would have got him down
Johnny
to 167, which is a finish. Johnny Clayton's got plenty of time to see this off.
Game shot on
And
the
he
6th
does it in
leg.
2 darts.
Johnny
That's a
Clayton.
14 dart leg from Johnny
Robert to throw
Clayton.
first. Game on.
Well, we've seen, I think, 5 seeded casualties today. This would be a surprise, certainly. Chizzy has gone.
140.
Van der Pas has gone. Jenkins gone. Dolan's gone, and Pipe's gone. This would be
100.
the biggest scalp of the lot, though, so far.
Yeah, he is up to number 5 in the world rankings, Robert Thornton. Although rather ludicrously, he still wouldn't get in the Scottish World Cup of Darts team right now, because there are 3 Scotsmen in the top 5. Peter Wright's just above him. Gary Anderson's above him. Although, of course, Peter Wright is defending a lot of money at the World Championships, having made the final 2 years ago. So needs a big end to the year if he's going to preserve his top 4 status. As Johnny Clayton fires in the 180, that leaves him 141. We saw Beaton take that out earlier on today, of course, against Justin Pipe. If Johnny Clayton can do the same here, it's a great throw and puts him into the lead. It's on. It's still on. It's there. What a shot from Johnny Clayton. 141 checkout for a 12-dart leg. And it was a scrappy start to this one from both men. But that is quality from the Welshman.
Absolutely brilliant. 12-dart finish, 180 in there as well. And a second 141 checkout of the day. And all of a sudden, Clayton is looking a genuine contender here.
Well, Robert Thornton back to the ball now. Needs to deliver. He found himself in this position a number of times against Michael van Gerwen in the final of the Grand Prix, and he managed to summon up enough in what was a very tight game in stages. But he had to rely on a few missed doubles from MVG. Johnny Clayton, well, only hitting 25%, but a lot of those missed darts were at the very start of the match before he'd really got into his stride. He's averaging 94 now.
This will do his average the world of good as well.
140.
140.
That first 9 average from Johnny Clayton. He has taken the game to Robert Thornton.
I know he won 6-0 yesterday, but in the early stages of that match against Munch, he just didn't convince at all. He got going towards the end, and he's no doubt taking a few by surprise here. He's playing a really good standard of darts here. He's just double checking with
89.
Kurt Bevins exactly what he needs. He's down to 49. Thornton might not give him the chance, but he wants
96. Johnny requires 49.
Thornton just has a word with somebody in the camp there over on his left-hand side, just trying to gee himself up. One more crack at double 16 for a 5-3 lead. It is near a double 7 in the end.
Requires 25.
Oh, not consolidating that brilliant breaker throw. You throw 141 checkouts to break Thornton, and then you miss darts at doubles, but he's going to get more. Johnny Clayton.
Johnny requires 32.
For a 5-3 lead to go to the brink of a place in the last 16 of the European Tour for the first time. Johnny Clayton.
Robert to throw first. Game on.
He made a last 16 on the Players' Championship in Dublin before the Grand Prix a couple of weeks ago. He lost to Jamie Lewis with a 9-darter against him in that match. But he made the first round in Venray on the European Tour. That was his debut. He made the second round in Riesa in his next European Tour event. This is his third one, and his favourite right now to continue his progression. He only won his tour card on points this year, Johnny Clayton.
121.
This lad is making progress.
Yeah, he's making the most of his opportunity here. There's no doubt about it. Wales may have lost the rugby, but Johnny Clayton may well have the last laugh here. I'm sure he'll have a little word with Devon Peterson if he finishes the job here against Robert Thornton.
140.
But the pit bull with the heart of a lion will not lie down here. Needs to come up with a response, needs to come up with 3 legs on the spin.
97.
Well, he does have to throw in 2 of them, including this one. He is looking good for this leg. But Johnny Clayton, that next leg, the 10th leg, is already looking massive.
Ooh. 43. Robert Uruguay, 95.
Double 8s.
79.
And doubled again, just letting Thornton down. It's 3 from 14 now. It's not a great percentage. Clayton can just keep some pressure on here, just in case Thornton slips up again. And who knows, he might well do.
Robert Uruguay, 60.
A good visit from Clayton. There's real pressure on this now. Double 4 for Thornton. Gets it. It's 5-4, but Clayton has the throw, and this is the leg.
Game on.
This really is the leg. Thornton has got to break.
What he would give here for a nice 12, 13, maybe a 14 dart leg. Leaving Thornton to pull off something fairly special to break back and take us into a decider.
60.
Look at the agony on Robert Thornton's face. He's really feeling the pain, not only in his injury, but in the way he's playing at times as well.
43.
Just tensing up with the finish line in sight.
That's only understandable. Only understandable.
140.
Thornton is just eking out an advantage here.
100.
That means that Thornton's effectively stolen the darts in this one, and he's back in the treble bed. A little hop across the hockey and finds it again.
100.
And that's the maximum for the Thornton.
First of the match, and what a time to find it.
100. Robert, you require 121.
Well, 6 darts from 1-2-1 for Robert Thornton to take it to a deciding leg, one in which he would have to throw. He doesn't need to go for the 11s route, and so he hits treble 7 to leave Thompson and takes it out. And that's a 12-darter. And Thornton has summoned up a superb leg of darts just when he needed it.
A 12-dart break, a 180 in there as well. My word. That's why he's the World Grand Prix winner. There we go again.
Well, in the back end of that Grand Prix final, when Michael van Gerwen was really coming back at him, he hit something like 9 of 11 legs. I believe he got off with the very first dart and a double start. And that is what helped get him over the line in the closing stages. And just when he needed it, back to the wall, Robert Thornton has produced a 12-dart leg to break the throw in the penultimate leg. He's found 3 trebles in his first 2 visits to the board. And he's, in the process, it appears, of pulling this one out of the fire.
Well, look at this now. Well, Sun 80 would be very, very welcome indeed. Sun 40 will be. It's down to 1-2-1 again. Took it out in the last leg.
It really did look, when Johnny Clayton took out that 1-4-1, it looked like he had Thornton exactly where he wanted him. The wounded Scotsman. 18 now. Oh no, he stayed on there. And that leaves him double 19. Now he took out double 17, which is a tricky one. He just went straight at it, didn't try and split it.
100. Robert, you require.
Does he go straight at it now for the match? Double 19.
Game shot.
It's a 13-darter to follow the 12-darter of the previous leg. The main share of Johnny Clayton, well, he really made the Thorn work for that. But they won the darts of a major champion, and the world number 5 has booked his place in the final day. How far can he go? How long will that foot last? Only the Thorn will be able to answer those questions tomorrow. He will take on Jelle Claesson, and what a game that could be. Number 6 seed versus number 11 seed. We'll grab a few words with the Thorn, and then we will welcome the world number 1, Michael van Gerwen, on stage to take on Mensur Suljovic. The man is in a rich vein of form himself.
Well, that was close. That was close. Yeah, to be honest with you, Johnny Clayton plays a lot better than that on the floor. I don't want to be playing him on the floor. Is it actually something like a major champion bonus? You know, it's tough for him to be the World Grand Prix champion. Is it something like that as well? Yeah, I mean, I watched some practice and he wasn't doing too well, but that's different. Not be a little fire in the belly. Tell us from the World Grand Prix. What's the feeling winning such a tournament? I heard you said a couple of weeks or months ago that you would love to win this tournament because of this moment. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I mean, I gave an interview in January, and they asked me what tournament I wanted to win. I said I was going to win Dublin, and I just so happened to win it. Yeah, but I love the Europeans. I mean, you come to places like this and the crowd are absolutely phenomenal. Is something wrong with your leg? I have swollen tendons and muscles in my heel, so it makes me hard to put the pressure on it. So the quicker I walk, it isn't so sore. But I remember back problems in Düsseldorf were no problem. So it's good to see you tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Robert Thornton.